The witch has been featured in horror lore for centuries. In the medieval ages, herbalists, midwives, and ale brewers were often women. While they were sometimes linked to witchcraft, it was not until around the 15th century that witchcraft began to be associated with devil worship and darkness. This coincides with the publication of the Hammer of Witches at this time. Moral panic and the criminalization of witchcraft began to be widespread throughout Europe. Most prominently, the witch was featured as a villain in films and fairy tales. The appearance of the witch also became more noticeably other. This otherization was not new. Antisemitic caricatures of witches were prominent in the media, rooted in early European society's antisemitic practices. Creed's interpretation of the witch as a horror trope is quite different. Creed states that the earliest witches were not initially feared for their alleged connection to devil worship, but instead for having immense power and the ability to create and end life. She is abject because of her ability to manipulate nature with her powers, and she unsettles the boundaries between the rational and irrational, symbolic and imaginary. Creed states how Suspiria demonstrates this well, associating the witches with maggots to symbolize abjection, death, and decay, and displaying them as separate and threatening to the core community. Creed also notes that the witch is made even more abject by her association with blood during menstruation, which further strengthens her connection to nature. Here she uses Carrie as her example, as her deadly telekinetic powers are only induced with the onset of her period. We love the film The Witch, which centers on the eldest daughter, Thomasin, whose family accuses her of witchcraft. Thomasin's fate is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Her familiar ostracization leads her to eventually join the real group of witches.